Yep, it's time again. Hello, Nanaki. Hopefully you're doing okay this morning.
With the mole's murder of Shintani, the police begin to suspect Yagami and subpoena him. The cases of both past and present become a volatile mix at the ADDC. At one point, the land it sits on had been the target of a redevelopment scheme. And behind that plan, the Kansai-based construction company, the Kajihera Group, and its chairman, Shigeru Kajihera.
I really enjoy the story of this game. It's like there's a lot to it. Those layers.
That old man is the person responsible for all 10,000 employees in the Kajihera group. Shigeru Kajihera.
So he's the guy.
You're familiar with Hattori-san here, yes? He's told me a great deal about you, Yagami-san.
Me?
He even clued me in on the perfect way to get inside your head.
You better not be talking about Mafia-chan.
As I understand it, you two are practically family. The young lady is quite fond of you, you know.
I take it you're the one who gave Shioya the order to kidnap her then?
I wanted to see what you were capable of.
Huh?
Now that I know the Kure clan will leave you alone, I can guarantee that.
Let me guess. There's a condition?
There's something I'd like you to do. A job only a detective can handle.
Here we go.
A year ago, I set in motion a plan to redevelop a massive plot of land owned by the Ministry of Health.
Yeah, I know. Hattori-san's article told me as much.
Sharp. Our plan was to take over the entire medical institute. That's enough land there for 3 or 4 Kamurochos. So I struck a deal with Minister Kazami and bought up the surrounding properties for next to nothing. All that remained was closing down the ADDC and the other arms of the institute. But I don't have enough time on this planet to wait for that to just happen naturally. So I turned to a man named Hoshki.
Here's a shot of the man.
At the time, Hoshki was the vice director of the ADDC. But tempting him to join me was easy enough. But soon we were working together to sabotage the center.
Sabotage?
Yes, he drove out the ADDC's most promising talent and sold their cutting-edge research to rival labs. He performed his part admirably.
Sounds like a real douchebag, if you ask me.
So you're saying you bought off a government official?
Yes, and it was easy. But then, just as the ADDC was on its last legs, something breathed life back into it.
Which was?
AD9. Minister Kazami did a complete 180. He took Kido's side and vowed to keep the center open. That drug ruined the whole damn operation.
And where's Hoshiki now?
Dead.
What?
He was beaten to death some 6 months ago.
Somebody murdered the vice director of the ADDC?
They're still not sure who was responsible. The cops wrote it off as a drunken brawl, and that was the end of it. Yagami-san, a I want you to investigate Hoshki's death. I have reason to believe it was premeditated.
What makes you think that? Sound pretty sure.
He was suspicious of AD-9. Thought it was all a hoax.
A hoax? But why?
Just when we started talking about closing the center, along came this revolutionary new drug to save the day. The timing was too convenient. That's what Hoshki thought, at least. He was sure that there was more to AD-9 than met the eye. So he did some digging, and not long after, he was murdered.
Are you saying Director Kido bumped him off? It's a pretty serious accusation.
If that were the case, I'd still be able to shutter the center. The redevelopment project would begin anew, and all my investments would finally turn a profit. But as of right now, I'm 100 billion in the red.
That's a lot.
A lot of money.
Yeah, exactly,
I
Kaito.
can't leave that large an investment on the table.
No wonder you're so hung up.
Finally at your desk. It's going okay. Mostly. I have a matter to settle later on, needing to call the corporate branch of the local Pizza Hut because they messed up my order last night. Fun. I need to get that fixed. But outside of that, mood's pretty good. How about you? Whoever killed Hoshki probably did it to spite Kajihera. Most likely someone working to protect 89.
The ADDC is hiding something. I'm sure of it. And that lawyer, Shintani, was close to figuring out what. At least until he got his eyes gouged out. Things are not all they seem to be at the ADDC. And if that's the case, you must want to know the truth too, Yagami-san. That's why I came to you. There's nobody else I could ask to do this.
Hattori-san. Mafuyu almost got kidnapped thanks to you. Anything you want to say?
Chairman Kajihera pretty much kidnapped me, too. Going after your girl wasn't my idea. I was just looking out for myself.
Still feels like you owe us an apology. That guy's the fucking worst.
Hey, shouldn't we roll out of here? Our friend's just about waking up.
Good point. Let's go.
Saw that in Discord this morning. Hope the call goes well. Tell them good. So far, so good. Been grinding the Strive beta. Cool. Well, like, people have been very torn about the Strive beta and, like, where that has gone thanks to changes and everything. So, it'll be interesting to see what happens. But I really feel like people just kind of have to accept what the game is supposed to be. I think that's the big thing here.
Yeah, name's Hoshki. Used to be vice director of the ADDC. Mm-hmm. Murdered in Kamurocho 6 months ago. Sorry to spring this on you, Hoshino. Think you could get all that for me by tomorrow? Okay, thanks.
Well, looks like that's it for today. See you at Genda's tomorrow.
Sounds good.
Night, boys.
Yagami-san,
What's up, Sugira?
I was just thinking, teaming up with you was the right call. Should make some progress on my investigation now that Kajihera himself is out in the open.
I wouldn't have saved Mafuyu without you either. Thanks again.
No prob. Let me know if anything else comes up.
You're touring on all the things they're taking away, but it's still a ton of fun. You ran like 30 games with your friend and it's a blast. Cool. A full night's sleep sounds pretty good right about now. Return to Yagami Detective Agency. You know, that sounds like a good idea. Return to Yagami Detective Agency. The one that's right next to the Club Sega. Club Sega that has Virtua Fighter. Which we didn't do yesterday. So, you know, we have to make up for lost time.
What a waste.
Alright, there we go. You surprised there was no arcade run when you caught up with the VOD? Yeah? Yeah. We actually did not do Virtua Fighter yesterday. I was like, yeah, no, I can control myself. How's it going, Nitos? Thank you for tuning in. Sir? Really? Okay. Come here. You're doing good?
Really, guys?
Pretty decent at the moment. Thank you for asking. No. Little tiny annoyances here and there, but it's not anything, like, really worth getting hung up over, I think. I think it'll work out, so.
You don't give up, do you?
Did this game come to PC yet, or am I playing on console? I am playing on console.
What a waste.
Well, when it comes to PC, I will definitely spread that news around, because I know some people who are interested, and I feel like they would probably get it if it was on PC.
Guess we're doing this.
Oh no.
And stay down.
Don't know why, but the way Yagami grunts reminds you of Virgil from DMC. Huh. Yeah, can't say why that is either. He is certainly not Daniel Southworth. Let's get in our usual Virtua Fighter. Yeah, let's put Eileen to work.
Round one. Ready, go!
Ah, he went low. Yep, gotta get in an arcade run. That's a must. Thought Brat was gonna go straight through the glass. It seems like it should be breakable, right? But mm-hmm. Lei Fei. Every time I think about Lei Fei, I think about the fact that Virtual Fighter actually does have a story, but so much of it is internalized into the manuals for the games and things like that that like no one would ever know that Virtual Fighter actually has lore because the games are centralized around the gameplay. Lei Fei in particular is pretty interesting. He's from a sect of evil monks that pretty much believe that their practiced fighting style should be the only fighting style that exists. So they've actually been going around like targeting practitioners of various fighting styles to like take them out. And ironically, this guy that I'm fighting now, Lao Chen, like was looking for someone to learn his style, and he ran into Lei Fei in the last tournament and saw Lei Fei as being worthy of learning his style. Um, but Lao Chen is also very sickly and like he's close to death. Um, Lei Fei decided, because he was actually tasked with taking Lao Chen out by his sect of monks, he decided instead of simply taking him out, he would learn his style first and then he would kill him. And ironically, like Lao Chen, he actually was ready to like make Lei Fei his disciple. He nearly felt like he was ready to be his disciple and learn his secrets to his style. But Lei Fei got impatient, and during a training session, he just suddenly decided, "Screw it, I'll kill the old man." And he would have killed Lao, was it not for his daughter Pai. who knew evil monks would just try and be the only fighting style, right? Like, it's pretty nutty. Even Akira here has an interesting backstory to him, despite him just being Fightman.exe. Because, like, his whole thing is, well, he is Fightman.exe, right? But, like, the big thing is, instead of being, like, say, Ryu, where he's trying to, like, learn the perfection of fighting, his whole thing at first was actually like recognition from his master and such. And he entered the first couple of world fighting tournaments with that in mind, and he did win one. But when he like won, he went back to his master to, seek congratulations and everything. And his master basically told him, it's like, you won, but don't get a swelled head over it. You still have a lot to learn. And this actually like impacted Akira pretty hard because that was all he wanted was that recognition. And it actually just fueled him to further train more and more. And beyond that training, it became less about that recognition and more about like trying to perfect his art. And that's when he started falling in line more with the typical Ryu, like fighting for the sake of fighting and perfecting your martial art. He has rivalries with people like Wolf Hawkfield, who you saw earlier, because he and Wolf met in like the finals of a tournament, and it's like they have a rivalry respect kind of thing. There are some assassins that actually legitimately feel like Akira should be taken out because he has a dangerous like martial art under lock and key. It's pretty deep. It actually gets pretty nutty. Like how deep the lore actually goes and how many characters are connected and how. Never would have known how deep the lore is. It just seemed like a fun punching. Yeah. Like I said, they just focus on the gameplay, so it's very easy to get that misconception. So if like one day they decided we're gonna actually focus up on the lore, there's gonna be a lot they can actually do. Because a lot of it's already established. Oh, temper toss. Yeah, the 10-foot toss comes from another character in the game, Kage, the resident ninja. That particular throw, like it is it used to be the bane of people's existence. It's still really potent now, but like it was crazy back in the day because you could juggle so long off of that you could actually just carry someone out of the ring really easily. It's pretty nutty. I know. Virtual Fighter. Virtual Fighter's all cool. Like, there's a reason it's one of my favorite fighting game series. But we move on. Yep. In the console version of Virtua Fighter 5 Final Showdown, it has a mode called Special Sparring. And in that special sparring mode, you get to see customized characters because the console version does have character customization. You can put them in all kinds of different outfits and such. And special sparring lets you see a bunch of specific customized characters that have names and quotes from existing Virtua Fighter players from all over the world. Right? I actually have a custom Eileen in that special sparring. And it was really cool of Sega to do that. Yeah, it really is.
Perfect.
Teensiest amount of like, you know, validation, I guess, for the passion I've had for the series. Gotta get over to Genda's office. Okay. Go to Genda's law office. Yeah, I remember like how I where I really started getting into it. Um Virtua Fighter 4 Evolution was like the biggest thing for me because I was into Virtua Fighter 2 and didn't get the chance to play 3. And then when 4 came out, I could have bought it one day and didn't because at the time I didn't have a PS2. So that was something where it was like, nah, I can't do anything with this. Virtua Fighter 4 Evolution, however, I was able to get that. And from there, I got really, really like into Virtua Fighter, like super serious about trying to play it like a lot. Virtua Fighter 5, the original Virtua Fighter 5 came out, and I actually like started playing it very consistently. Like on a daily basis, I was playing people online and everything. I was in practice mode a lot. It wasn't even like I was like being, you know, hyper competitive about it or anything. I just loved the game.
Bring it on.
And it was funny because like it was how I met some of the people that I ended up knowing from that. Met some really cool players and stuff. And like I also found out through that some of the people that I knew while playing Virtua Fighter 5 back then, and that I was playing with on a regular basis, some of them were tournament players. And I found out while I was playing against a friend of mine um, who used to go by the name Darkness Redefined on Xbox 360. And he was a really cool guy. And he played against me. He thought my Eileen was really, really cool, really good. And he asked me, he's like, "Do you realize who you have on your friends list?" I'm like, No, no, should I?" And he started naming off names and telling me the tournaments and stuff that they played in and all this sort of stuff. I'm like, really? I play them all the time. I had no idea. So, that was actually kind of a cool moment for me. stuff. Like, I have a lot of history with just playing Virtual Fighter, and it stuck with me. So like one of my favorite fighting game series in general, I'll always like say that for sure because I'll tell people
There
like,
you
look,
are, Talk.
get into it.
Kaito-san,
It's
you're here
worth.
early.
Early bird nabs the murderer, yeah? Hoshino-kun dug up some dirt on Hoshki.
I heard the Kyorei clan attacked Mafiu last night.
You already talked to her?
Yeah. She seemed happy. Probably because you came to the rescue.
Well, that is a reason to be happy. I just played the game.
Yagami-san.
Is Genda-sensei still out of commission?
No, he'll be here this afternoon. He didn't sound very energetic when we spoke, though.
Gotcha.
Anyway, back to what you asked me last night. I looked into Hoshki's murder.
Hold up. I want to hear this too.
Toru Hoshiki, former vice director of the ADDC. 51 years old at the time of his death 6 months ago. Found lying face down in a Kamurocho back alley in the middle of the night. He was unconscious, horribly beaten. He died in the hospital 3 weeks later.
It took that long?
Yes. Apparently he was comatose the entire time.
Doesn't sound quite as premeditated as Kajihera was making it seem.
Were there any witnesses?
Not to the crime itself, no. However, quite a few people saw Hoshki in a drunken argument beforehand. With a man in a black raincoat. And that's all we know about the culprit.
A black raincoat?
As far as I can tell, the police never found him, but who knows how hard they looked, right? And, well, that's all I could find. Little more than a general overview.
Thanks, Hoshino-kun. This is great for now.
Kajihera claimed Hoshki's murder was premeditated, yes?
Huh? Yeah, that's right.
But there's no evidence to support it whatsoever.
Yeah, I was thinking the same thing. If the culprit intended to kill Hoshki, wouldn't he have finished the job? Seems kind of sloppy. On the other hand, if it was just an unfortunate run-in, the circumstances would make more sense.
I don't know. I think it's the other way around.
Huh?
If you ask me, whoever killed Hoshki was a freaking pro.
What makes you say that?
Yes, do tell.
Just look at the end result. Hoshki died and whoever's responsible got away with it. Now imagine if the cops found him dead in that alley. That alone would be cause for investigation. If he's just unconscious, though, it's easier to just call it a street brawl and move on. I mean, that's just another day in Kamurocho, right?
True enough. I suppose the incident never made the news because his death didn't come until so much later. Despite how well known he was in the scientific community, that is.
So the killer beat Hoshki until he sustained a fatal wound, then backed off? Is such a thing even possible?
It is if you're a pro. Guys that good totally exist. It's just rare to see it happen. Know what I mean?
Not sure I do, actually.
I admit it would make sense, but we can't say for sure without evidence.
More or less.
What kind of evidence do you mean?
Something like an investigation report. I want to know the cause of death. Which I guess means another visit to our old friend Ayabe, huh?
I'm way ahead of you. Called him myself last night, but
But what?
his hands are tied because of all this Kuroiwa business.
Should have known.
We got someone else coming in his place, though. Meeting at the same place as before. Lamont. You're gonna come, right?
Sure, let's do it.
You had an instance with P4AU where you had no idea you were playing with top players until one of your other friends was like, you do know you're challenging people who've been top on the leaderboard, right? You're just like running into kiosks and trying to shadow and tell people. Yeah, exactly. You're just playing the game and stuff just kind of happens, right? You never know who you end up playing against until stuff starts happening and people start talking.
Looks like we got some company.
Mm-hmm.
Hold up. These guys are Matsugane.
Weird. I don't think they're too happy with us.
Oh, yeah? Well, what gave it away?
Maybe they think we're working with the Kyorei clan.
Either way, doesn't look like they want to talk it over.
Well, we can talk with our fists. That's a perfectly valid language. Jeez, why did he bounce like that? He hit the car.
Really, guys?
Come on, Doc. Let's get out of here.
Right.
Let's hit it.
Head to Lamont. Let's see. Talking with fists is what we fighting game players do best. Yeah. Your face hurts from seeing that? The car bump? Yeah. The car bump's nuts. There we go.
Let's roll, Tom.
Perfect.
All we gotta do now is meet up with Ayabe's boy.
Any idea what he looks like?
Nope. Bet he'll talk to us first, though.
Let's hope so. Well, time to start looking.
Find Ayabe's replacement.
Excuse me, sir.
Hmm? Are you talking to me?
Sit. Seat next to me. Hurry.
Hmm? Do I know you, or...
This is no time for jokes.
I'm not?
Can you please? Now, are you okay doing this here? Or would you rather go somewhere a little quieter?
Whoa, can we slow down for a second?
No, we can't. Let's get this over with.
Yeah, but doing it right here?
Sorry?
Alright, listen, you're very pretty, and you clearly know what you're about, but I'm more of a take it slow kind of guy, you know? I don't like to rush into these things.
Yagami-kun, can you seriously not tell it's me?
Wait, who? What the heck? Mafuyu?
I hate to break it to you, but when a woman comes on that strong, she's not after what you think she is.
Right. Anyway, what are you doing here?
I'm here on behalf of Ayabe.
Wait, but... really? Why did Ayabe send you?
He gave me a call this morning out of the blue. Said he needed me to help you in his stead. Here's the investigation report on Hoshki's murder. This is what you want, right?
You took it from the prosecutor's office? Isn't that, problematic?
Hence the disguise. Think it's okay to hand it over here? This is really intense.
Alright, try to stay calm.
It's okay. Think of it as a thank you for saving me yesterday. One more thing. Regarding Prosecutor Izumida. They're planning to arrest you, under suspicion of murdering Shintani-sensei. I suggest you figure something out quick.
Will do. Thanks.
Bye then.
He could always leave town.
Who was that? She was smoking.
That was Ayabe's replacement.
Huh? What do we got here? This is the investigation report from Hoshki's murder.
Mafuyu stole it from the prosecutor's office.
Mafuyu-chan? Are you saying that woman was her?
Yeah, I just made the same mistake.
You should check this stuff out, Tak.
This is Hoshiki's resume. Looks like he was pretty well educated.
They brought him on as vice director 4 years ago. Meaning, he was already with the ADDC when you were busting your ass defending Okubo.
Seems like he and Kido were responsible for deciding how much money to give each project. Hoshiki had more influence than I realized.
And that's why Kajihera lured him over to his side.
This here is a map of the crime scene. Hoshki was found lying here. An hour before that, he was seen drinking at a cabaret. This one, a place called the Queen Rouge. They charge an arm and a leg, but hell if they don't make bank off it.
Was Hoshiki drinking alone while he was there?
Nah, looks like one of his colleagues was with him. Wait, it was that guy, Shono.
So the two of them came all the way from the center just to grab a few drinks. The question is, why?
Beats me.
Shono's the lead researcher on 89, who seems to report to Kido.
After they left the club, Shono grabbed a cab by himself. He claims he went back to the center and had a chat with Kido. The taxi company's records back that up.
Meaning Shono has an alibi. Kido too.
Yep. As for Hoshki, he had an...
Here comes the challenger!
Thank you for the follow.
Shit beat out of him. 3 weeks later, he was dead.
That's horrible.
Cause of death was cerebral contusion due to blunt trauma. The culprit hit him 14, maybe 15 times. No fingerprints, so he must have been wearing gloves.
All right. I think we understand how it all went down.
So, what's our next move?
I want to take a little field trip. See for ourselves where they found Hoshiki. The Queen Rouge is right near there too.
The plot thickens. We move further from here. Yeah, we can just take a cab and get over there a lot faster. You know what? Oh yeah, thank goodness for fast travel. 100% agreed.
What a waste.
Let's hit it.
Look, I got places to be, and they're just chasing me down the street. Like, they chose violence. I just helped them with their choice. That's how this works. Perfectly balanced, as all things should be.
Let's roll, Talk.
Wanna back this way.
Kaito-san, mind playing the part of Hoshiki?
Guess not. He was round here, yeah? How's this?
Wow, you look so lifeless. You could get a job doing this.
Oh, shut up.
Okay, so, 6 months ago, just past 11 p.m., Hoshiki and Shono finish drinking. Shono gets in a cab. Hoshiki stays and argues with a man in a raincoat, after which he was found here, beaten half to death.
But Shono got in the cab on Showa Street. Meaning Hoshki and his friend went somewhere else just so they could have their little scuffle.
It's definitely quieter here. Maybe this is always where the murderer planned to kill Hoshiki.
And what makes you say that?
I don't know. Just a hunch.
Big Mr. Detective. Anyway, I think we got all we can. Nothing's gonna be left from 6 months ago.
Yeah, you're right.
Head to Queen Rouge. Oh, that's close by. No taxi necessary.
Queen Rouge.
So even stuffy, honest scientists come to places like this.
Hoshiki wasn't exactly honest. Or a scientist. I was on Kajihera's payroll, remember?
Looks like they're not open yet. Hope someone's in there. Keep up, huh?
Hello? Is anyone here?
We're not open yet, sir. May I ask who you are? I must also point out that this club is members only.
Oh, you know a Hoshki from the ADDC? He told us to stop by.
Hoshki-san. Sorry, I've never heard of him. All recommendations must come from a current member.
I'm not gonna let this guy play dumb with me.
You know Hoshiki-san's dead, right? He got beaten to death 6 months ago, right after leaving your club.
Who are you? You're clearly not cops.
We're private investigators. Yagami Detective Agency. We want to know what happened that night.
You think I'm a goddamn elephant man? I can't remember something from that long ago.
We don't need you to tell us. You have girls working here, yeah? If possible, I'd like to talk to the girl who sat with Hoshki-san.
Get out of my face. I have no obligation to help you. How about this? I'll talk to you once you're a member. If you can get a recommendation, that is. Let me say, though, our rates aren't exactly what I would call cheap.
I don't have time to go hunt down a recommendation.
Then get out of my face.
I can't afford to waste time with this crap.
Hold on. You guys are recruiting?
And?
Think this girl fits the bill? Pretty damn fine, huh?
Well, she's not bad, I guess.
Not bad. You, my friend, have impossibly high standards.
Look, we only go for the hottest chicks. That's how we rake in the big bucks. But there's more to being hot than just looks. You gotta have something extra. Some charm, you know?
What the hell are you doing, Kaito-san? Mafuyu's gonna be pissed.
If you can think of a better way, be my guest. All Mafuyu's gotta do is get hired and find out what Shono and Hoshiki were talking about.
Don't be an idiot. We can't ask her to do that.
In that case, how about her?
Saori-san? She wouldn't stand more of a chance than Mafuyu did.
Who else do we got?
Whoa, who's that? Now there's a girl I want to see.
Huh?
That photo's not doing her any favors, but polish her up and she'll shine like a diamond. Trust me, boys.
See what I mean? Even Hoshino-kun's got the hots for her.
Seriously?
You run this club, yeah?
That's right. Please bring that friend of yours over here. I want to see her for myself. Hell, I'll hire her on the spot.
I think we can manage that. Come on, Talk.
I'll be waiting!
That is terrible.
Well, looks like we're sending Saori-san in there. It's the quickest way.
Easier said than done. How are we even gonna get her on board?
I don't know. She likes dessert, right? Just give her something sweet and call it a day.
You think she'd really go for that? I bring sweets to the office all the time.
Sounds to me like you're gonna need the Kaito of desserts. A dessert to crush all other desserts.
Oh, yeah? What'd you have in mind?
Do I look like a dessert menu? This is all you, buddy.
It was your idea, jackass.
The Kaito of desserts. This is one of those I need an adult moments. Yeah. We can just ask Mafia. Well, can't ask Mafia. Let's just ask Saori then. Straight to the point. Well, can't talk to her. So soup them up.
How's it going, Yagami-shi?
There's something I need help finding.
What is it this time?
I need the king of desserts. Something that a sweet-tooth hound would do anything to get.
That's the oldest trick in the book. You think a modern woman's gonna fall for that one?
Oh yeah, guys still do it and girls still eat it up.
Really? Dating sounds pretty stupid. But anyway, I'm up for a search. Hit me with some keywords.
Let's try sweets and limited.
Let's give it a shot. Sharing my screen with you now. Hundreds of hits too many. Can't do a lot with results like that.
So much for limited.
Let's try adding another word to narrow it down, Yagami-shi.
Something that Sari-san would die for. I mean, red bean is the only thing that kind of makes sense.
That sort of works, but not well enough. Your girl especially into red beans?
Nah, she's not too picky.
How about we try something else then?
I guess. Sorry.
Incredible! You narrowed it down to one result!
Really? Nice!
This is Hoshino's account. This is what he
Yagami-shi.
posts about?
Oh, this one isn't gonna work. Let's try a different word.
Alright.
Nope. Barely made a dent. Guess the whole country's dying for matcha.
It's the only damn flavor anyone makes.
Well, looks like that's out of the question. Let's try something else.
Awkward.
Yeah, that one brought it down a lot. Smart, smart. I've never thought to go by the shop and not the snack.
I mean, she can't have had a dessert from a store that just opened.
That's my Yagami-shi. Should be easy to keep going from here.
Yeah, let's toss Kamurocho into the mix. That did it.
What do we have here? Famous Kyoto sweet shop Takemitsu's Kamurocho branch now open on Shichifuku Street.
Perfect. I'll head over there now.
You know those are limited quantity, right? I don't know if you can still get them this time of day.
Guess I should get moving then.
I don't know who you're going through all this trouble for, but she's a lucky girl. Good luck, Yagami-shi.
Gotta run, Tsukumo. Thanks again.
How convenient that it just opened, right? Well, this is where we're going.
Bring it on.
That thought.
And stay down.
He really does. Like, every time you turn around, he's wrapped up in something else. But things always go his way, so he can keep doing what he needs to do. I can't vault over that wall? Alright. Just go this way and go around.
You don't give up, do you? Really, guys?
Really, Yagami?
Some kind of famous sweet shop, huh? No line, though. Guess they're sold out.
Man, only one per person? Guess I can't complain. At least I got one.
Look, pal. I don't care how long you've been running in Kyoto. If you want to open a shop in this town, you gotta follow the rules.
I told you. I already submitted all my documents.
We don't give a shit about your documents! This is about knowing your place!
You don't mean, protection money?
Protection? I don't know what you're talking about. We just want to make sure you're following the rules.
Excuse me. Mind if I squeeze past you fellas?
Then who the hell are you, huh?
Sorry, buddy, but you're gonna have to come back later. We're in the middle of something.
I'm looking for one of your special mochi, sir.
This ain't a joke, asshole! We're talking here!
You better beat it before this gets ugly.
If anyone needs to beat it, it's you.
Oh, yeah?
Somebody might see you shaking this poor guy down and call the cops. Heck, I'll do it myself.
You think you're safe because you're a civilian, huh? We'll think again. Come on! Let's wreck this shithead. Show these Kyoto fucks how things work around here.
He immediately pulled out a knife. He is not joking, but unfortunately for him, he's kind of messing with the wrong person.
Dude, what the shit?
Leave now and I won't call the cops. Now go.
Damn it. Hey, thank you so much, sir.
Oh, that? That was nothing. As I was saying, I'm looking for one of your special mochi.
My apologies, sir. We're all sold out for today.
Sold out? Ah, damn it. I should have come sooner.
Wait, sir. I think I have one.
Huh?
We keep a few separate from our regular sales batch, you know, for TV interviews and the like. There still should be some of those left.
Wow. You guys are the real deal. Think I could buy one?
You can have one for free after what you did today. I insist.
Really? Well, I guess if you don't mind.
You have to go to the back for it. It's just, oh, here you go.
Well, I should be going. Thank you again, sir.
All right. Now we head this way. Who's that going me? Oh. Ooh.
And stay down.
Well, I don't handle that. Saved by the car, died by Yagami crushing his ribcage. Yeah, pretty much.
Genda-sensei, how do you feel?
Fine, I guess. Just got back in the office.
Oh, sorry, son. I got you this.
Yagami,
Sorry, do you mind if I talk to Saori-san real quick?
this comes first. We've got business.
Huh?
Take a seat. You're not talking your way out of this one, Yagami. Hoshino-kun told me everything.
Everything about...
All this shit with Shintani. I told you to back off, but you went and dug even deeper. Now you've got Hoshino-kun wrapped up in this. Shintani was practically a son to me. Sure, I told you that before. Knowing he's gone, I can barely get up in the morning. My appetite's gone too, and I'm just forcing down food. What am I gonna do if I lose you and Hoshino-kun too? Something came to me when I was in bed thinking about this. If things keep going down this path, is it even wise to keep this office up and running? That's not how I want to think about it, though.
Huh?
One of my own gets murdered, and I respond by lying in bed whimpering about it? Not happening. If you don't have the will to fight, you're never gonna last in this town. Every single person in Kamurocho's pursuing a dream, trying to claw their way forward, bit by bit. If you don't want to get your ass chewed up and spat out, you gotta keep fighting, even if you have to fake it. If I can't fight after what happened to Shintani, I might as well just close up shop. Yagami, you're serious about this, aren't you? You really want to avenge Shintani?
Yes.
Good. In that case, Hoshino-kun is at your disposal. I'll eat the cost till this murder is solved. We're gonna find Shintani's killer, no matter what. And until we do, I'll pitch in however I can. You just say the word.
Thank you, Genda-sensei.
One condition, though. No more victims. After everything that's already happened, I can't afford to lose anyone else.
We'll be careful. As for the next step in our investigation, I'm gonna need a little help from Saori-san.
Saori-kun?
Good, aren't they? By the way, there's something I need to ask you.
Absolutely not.
Oh, come on, Saori-san. You ate all that mochi, didn't you?
Those were a trap. I don't approve of such trickery.
Come on. Could be fun being a hostess for a day. Though what that club owner sees in you is beyond me, that's for sure.
It'll be fine, Saori-san. We're not asking you to be their #1 girl.
No.
If we got you a new dress, you'd look the part. It'll be one of those extreme makeovers.
No.
What about that mochi? I'll get you some more if you do it.
No.
I don't think she's gonna budge, Yagami.
Guess not. I don't even know if the manager was that serious anyway.
What do you mean, not that serious? What do you see when you look at Saori-san, huh?
No, it's not that. She's just clearly not into the idea.
Why would she be with the way you're approaching it? Talking about how she doesn't have to be the #1 girl or giving her a makeover. If you'd look a little closer, maybe you'd understand. Saori-san could be the best hostess in this whole damn town if she wanted to. Isn't that right, Saori-san?
If you really believe that, I guess I could give it a try.
Wait, what?
I'll do it. I'll be Kamurocho's #1 hostess.
That's what I'm talking about. Okay, You can pick out a dress, Yagami-san, and she'll need a haircut and makeup, too. You don't mind shelling out for this, do you?
Hmm? No, it's fine, but I have to pick the dress?
Don't worry. There's a shop around here that caters exclusively to hostesses looking for outfits. You can't go wrong at a place like that.
But how's she gonna be the best if she goes to the same store as all the other girls?
The primary goal here is finding out what Hoshki and Shona were talking about, right?
Yeah.
Then stop complaining. Becoming the best will just happen naturally. Let's go, Yagami-san. We have a dress to buy.
See, I knew you had it in you.
Huh. That worked out just fine.
Yeah, but I'm kinda afraid of what'll happen if things don't go well at the club.
I'm sure it'll go great. Knowing Saori-san, how could it not?
She is definitely headstrong.
Yagami-san, the go-to place for Saori-san's dress is La Marche, over on Showa Street. That's where all the hostesses in Kamurocho buy their clothes.
And why do you know that exactly?
A good number of our clients happen to be cabaret girls. Anyway, send me a picture of Saori-san once you've picked a dress out. I'll recommend a good stylist based on what you go with.
It feels like this really ought to be you doing this.
Yeah, I mean, Saori's fine.
I'm ready, Yagami-san.
Yep, let's do it. We should start with the dress.
La Marche. So that's way over here. Well, we're getting a cab. Wonder if this will turn into the cabaret minigame in the Yakuza series. That's a good question.
Good afternoon, sir. Welcome to La Marche.
Hey, we're looking for a dress. Specifically one for a club called Queen Rouge. Any recommendations?
But of course, sir. Now then, our dresses are right this way.
Well, your question has been answered. We'll go with this. And we'll make it that color. Oh, you can actually just put on a bunch of different stuff. Why can't she wear her default glasses? How's it going, Kyo? The pearl earrings. Yeah, her default glasses worked fine, but you can't actually use those. I don't think she should need a ring, but you know, you might as well just go the whole 9. Huh, it's perfume. Okay. That works. That's what we'll go with.
How's it going in there, Sari-san? Almost done?
Hold on a second. I don't usually dress like this.
You know, it almost feels like we're on a date.
Mafia won't be happy about that.
Sari-san, you've known Mafuyu since you were a kid, right?
Yes, we were close in our early teens, but then we grew distant and didn't reconnect until law school.
Right, I remember now.
Mafuyu's family was wealthy, so she knew how to socialize, whereas I preferred to keep to myself. My classmates often bullied me. But whenever anything got too bad, Mafuyu was always there to protect me. Even then, she wanted to be a prosecutor. She didn't know it at the time, but I really respected her.
Is that why you decided to go into law?
Yes. At first, I wanted to be a prosecutor too. But ultimately, protecting the weak fits my personality better than punishing evil. Sorry, Yagami-san. I'm not normally this talkative.
Everyone has a story to tell.
Speaking of which, Mafuyu looked up to someone too.
Hmm?
When she was just a young girl, she and her mother were victims of a hit and run.
Yeah, she told me about that. Her mother threw herself in front of Mafuyu, but ended up unstable and unconscious for a while afterward.
Yes. They ultimately caught the culprit, but Mafuyu's mother was still comatose at the time of the trial. With how young Mafuyu was at the time, it was difficult for her to explain to the police what happened. But the prosecutor was very patient, investigating every last detail of how the accident happened.
Wow.
He fought for justice in place of a victim who couldn't fight for herself. In fact, that may have been Mafuyu's first love.
Huh? The prosecutor?
He's Mafuyu's boss now, Morita-san.
Huh? That's pretty crazy. Never expected she'd be into older men.
Do you remember when I first introduced you to Yagami-san? We were all drinking together at Tender. That was the day Morita-san had married another woman. So, I wanted Mafuyu to meet someone better. That's why I invited you.
Huh, now that you mention it, she did seem kind of down that night.
Does it surprise you?
Nah, it's fine. Mafuyu's basically a little sister to me. I don't think of her like that. I mean, we were raised in a totally different...
Sorry, I get it. You don't have to keep going.
If you say so.
By the way, I'm done changing.
Hmm? Huh. Not bad.
You think?
Hold on. Let me get a picture.
Huh? Uploading photos without an individual's permission is...
Sorry, Hoshino-kun asked me to do it. Said he wants to figure out the best makeup for your dress.
Huh.
And speak of the devil.
It's me, Hoshino. You're a natural at this, Yagami-san. Saori-san is as beautiful as ever. Man, this is incredible. I should have tagged along after all.
So, which salon should we go to?
Oh, right. There's a place called Cherry, also on Showa Street. They do top-notch work. It's not far, either.
Got it, thanks.
I knew thee well, Hoshino-kun. Hoshino's fine. Hoshino's the one that convinced her to do it, so, like, she's for it. She's for the cause.
Welcome, sir. What can we do for you today?
How many different hairstyles do they have? They have a lot, actually. More than I figured they would. Forgot about, like, this part altogether. We'll go with that. The color's fine. I really don't think that eyeshadow would be necessary. But, it can definitely complement some stuff. Can't set the rest of those. We'll go with that. That's fine.
Whoa, you look better than I expected.
I'd rather you didn't stare like that.
Sorry. Anyway, let's head to the Queen Rouge.
So now we're in first person. We follow Yagami.
Hey, smile for me, beautiful.
Oh, she's a knockout.
I'll knock you out.
Oh, no, I meant her dress. Just her dress.
Just the dress.
Hey, girl! Yo, what club you work for, huh? You got a gig tonight, babe? We'll pay you double.
Hey, where's she work? That's where I want to be.
Huh? Well,
And just like that, without even a debut, she was the best Kamurocho knew. Yeah, pretty much.
Yes, come right in, sir. Thank you for choosing us yet again. Oh, it's you. Where's the girl? You're gonna bring her, yeah?
How soon can she start work?
Tonight, long as there aren't any problems. Girl's got potential, but we'll see whether or not she's got what it takes to shine. Holy shit.
This is Sari Shirosaki-san.
You have the job. You're like a freaking angel. Come work for us, please.
I'm Shirosaki. Nice to meet you.
I think she's still kind of nervous, but she'll warm up soon enough.
No, she's perfect. I'm loving that I don't care vibe.
Huh?
I've never really entertained anyone before, but...
Not a problem. Not a problem at all. It looks like that. Who needs experience?
Yes. The Vince McMahon mindset.
This is the first and last time, Yagami-san.
I know. We just have to figure out what Hoshiki and Shona were talking about. The hostess they were with should know.
Okay, I'll track her down somehow. I'll call you once I do.
Sorry-san, was it? Follow me. Now, you said you don't have much experience. But honestly, you seem okay to me. Your responses have been spot on.
Do you mean that?
See, that humility is key. Young girls like you are way too casual nowadays.
I'm not even that young.
We're on the high end of Kamurocho clubs, you see. Naturally, our customers are of a higher status as well. Executives from massive corporations will come here to entertain guests, or celebrities will come to throw parties. Given their social standing, it's important to be as polite as possible. Understand?
Yes. Other than that, is there anything in particular I should be aware of?
Number one is try to stay engaged, no matter what. Act like you're having fun, and toss out tons of compliments.
So I should kill them with kindness.
And once they drain their glass, get them to order another. Ask for one for yourself, too.
You're saying I need to beg?
Oh yeah, these guys will do anything you want if you just ask nice and rub up on them.
I'm not doing that.
Either way, you're not going to be the only girl at the table. Just do it like the other hostesses do. Well, that's how everyone learns coming in.
I'll see what I can do.
Not really here to score brownie points as a hostess. It's still an investigation. Have to find the girl who is with Hoshki without blowing my cover. May not be easy, but I can do this. If they need this info, then I'll get it.
Okay, it's almost time for opening. We'll be starting on the floor, Sari-san. Good luck.
I'm Sumire.
Hiya, I'm Mika.
Please, call me Saori, sir.
Oh, what a beautiful, elegant woman. Come, take a seat.
If it's all right with you, sir.
And so, as the young blood in the company, I was called on to make a sacrifice for the greater good.
A sacrifice? They're working you to the bone. It's a shame how much some places impose on their workers.
I suppose every industry has its share of problems. She's totally checked out. Not that I blame her. I'm not especially interested in this sob story either.
But you'll persevere in the end. I just know it.
Oh, you can tell?
Of course. I get the feeling you're super reliable, like you'll do whatever needs to be done.
She's just making things up.
A feeling, huh? That just means you don't know for sure.
No. She can see how valuable I really am. Now she just has to convince my boss.
Suppose anything goes so long as it's a compliment. Maybe I really can do this.
Sorry to interrupt the fun. You've been requested by another customer, Sumire-san.
Apologies. You'll have to excuse me.
Well, that's how the professional world is. If you want to climb the ladder, you have to be persistent.
Yes, precisely. Have you ever experienced something like that?
Huh?
Did you fall asleep?
Of course I didn't. My mind just wandered off.
Objection. You're simply rephrasing the same conclusion.
Objection? Am I on trial now?
You two would make a great comedy duo.
You have to think fast if you want to succeed as a hostess.
You'd make a great lawyer, Saori-chan. Hey, maybe I'll hire you as a consultant.
I may just take you up on that if you're not careful.
Those businessmen finally went home. I was so focused on talking to them that I couldn't focus on the investigation.
I'm so sorry about that. You were covering for me that whole time.
Don't worry about it. I'm used to paying attention to my surroundings.
You really have what it takes, Saori-san. Way more than me.
I don't know. You seem to be far better adjusted. How long have you been working here?
Maybe 6 months? At least I'm better now than I was back then. I was the worst girl in the club, without a doubt. One time, a customer even yelled at me. I remember it like it was yesterday, and I'm always so scared that it'll happen again.
It's okay. We all have down days at work every so often.
About that customer? Well, after he left the club that day, he died.
What?
You probably heard about it when it happened. He got drunk, got in a fight, and then died from his injuries. He was apparently pretty important, too. Involved in researching this new drug called AD9.
You mean Hoshki-san from the ADDC?
Yeah, that's the guy. You knew him?
The case was all over the news, yes. I read quite a lot about his death.
I poured the drinks Hoshki-san got drunk off of, and it was my carelessness that made him upset. I can't help but feel responsible for him getting in the fight that killed him.
So Mika-san was the one serving Hoshiki-san.
My sales numbers aren't so good either. I'm kind of worried that they're gonna fire me. I know I should do more to boost my numbers, but I always think back to Hoshiki-san.
About that, Mika-san.
Mika-san, Saori-san, you've got a customer!
kinda dark, huh?
I need to hear more of what Mika-san has to say. Didn't sound like a very good experience for her, though. I could upset her more if I pry too much. What should I do?
Sorry-san, you good?
Oh, sorry. I'm heading over now.
I need to make her trust me somehow. His glass is empty.
You're running low. How about another drink?
Huh? Well, that's not a bad idea. Let me see here.
Why don't you splurge on something fancy?
I wish I could, but the wallet's kind of light this month.
Aw, really?
This is my chance. Time to step in.
Hey, don't be like that. You're here to have fun, aren't you?
She's right. Though I can think of something even more fun than this.
All right. Give me your finest booze.
Yay! You're the best! Fresh bottle coming right up!
It's all for the case. It's all for the case. Destroy.
Incredible, Salary-san! I've never seen numbers that high before.
Don't thank me. That was all you, Mika-san.
Hey, let's go grab some drinks. My treat. I want to pay you back for tonight.
I couldn't. Actually, I know just the spot. Want to go there? I can't wait to learn more about you, Mika-san.
Totally down. We just gotta hang in till our shift's over.
Hello, Yagami-san?
Hey, any luck?
Yes. I made friends with the girl who served Hoshki 6 months ago. We're gonna bounce and go to Tender in a few.
Perfect. Wait, did you just say bounce?
Forget that. Where are you?
At my office. A lot happened after I dropped you off at the club.
Care to elaborate?
Well, maybe later.
This is the first and last time, Yagami-san.
I know. We just have to figure out what Hoshki and Shona were talking about. The hostess they were with should know.
Okay, I'll track her down somehow. I'll call you once I do.
Hello? Hoshino-kun? Sari-san made it in, thanks to you. Got a job at the Queen Rouge and everything.
Great. I knew her beauty was nothing to sneeze at. Thanks for taking her around, Yagami-san. By the way, what's the plan for tonight?
We wait for Sari-san to call us. Not much to do, but wait till then. I'm gonna go kill time around town.
Be careful out there.
Yeah, will do.
Wait for Saori to get in touch. Well, they say kill time around town, and there don't seem to be any goals, so...
Hello?
Kaito? going well. The Queen Rouge hired her on the spot. Nice, that means you're free right now, yeah? Yeah? Well, guess what? I've got a job for you, Talk. Job. Yeah, and it's urgent. Get down to Public Park 3, man. What are you talking about? I'll explain when you get here. Come on down. And he hung up. What are you playing at, Kaito-san? But if it's urgent... That timing was impeccable. Literally just stepped into the Club Sega. Yeah, his timing was just amazing with that. Do the Captain Cop pose.
Hey.
Kaito-san, what are you doing? Did you say this was urgent? Yeah, and I meant it. Okay, who's the client? I am. I need you to do something about this little brat, Tak. He's following me around like a lost puppy. What did you do? Can't believe I found Captain Cop, mister. Captain what? You don't know? Captain Cop. He's the police superhero who protects the city. He totally betrayed the evil organization who augmented him to fight crime instead. Augmented is a big word for a kid that small. Let's just put that one out in the ether. You're losing me here. This ankle biter was about to get kidnapped by some Yakuza and I stopped it. But now I've got a fan. He's so strong, you punch those dudes' lights out. It's all like bam, crack. This kid must think he's some kind of TV superhero. He didn't transform though. Probably because you didn't have this, Captain Cop. What's that? You have to hold on to it and do this. That's how you transform into Captain Cop. You should give it a shot, Kaito-san. Hell no. What's your name, kid? Yusuke Okabayashi. I'm 5. Do you know where your dad or mom is? My dad usually stops working about now, so I came to pick him up. You came all the way to Kamurocho to pick him up? And that's where you met the bad men? Yeah, they asked where my dad was, but I didn't say anything. Then they tried to get me. Yeah, because they were after his father? Why would they go after a kid? Beats me. We probably better hurry or this kid's father could end up in the same situation. True. Yakuza are involved. It's gonna be bad news. Yep. Go do your thing, Tak. Oh, is that what your job is? Fine. I need some more info on this guy. Hey, Yusuke-kun. Can you tell me what your dad looks like? His face, his hair, his weight? Sure. He's skinny. He wears nice clothes. His eyes are tiny. And his hair is short. Sure, that narrows it down. Alright, that should be enough to go on.
Hey.
Where'd you find the kid, Kaito-san? Down Supon Street. Alright, I'll go check out the area. Come on, mister, you have to do the Captain Cop pose. Talk. Do me a favor and find this guy. Quickly. Guess I better find this guy before Kaito-san tears his hair out. Looks like Kaito-san made quite a scene. Would help me out if I could find any clues about the Yakuza trying to kidnap him. I mean, if Kaito just did the pose, the kid would bug him about something else. Yeah, either bug him about something else or go away. I might be able to find a clue lying around here somewhere.
Uh-huh.
There's a cat somewhere. Hmm?
Uh-huh.
Where is the cat?
Uh-huh.
Hmm. Sounds like it's over this way. Oh, there it is.
What the?
Okay. Now we can investigate the rest of the scene.
Hmm?
Definitely loads of stray cats in Kamurocho. Search for clues about the attackers.
Uh-huh. Hey. Hmm?
Hmm. So we found two things.
Hmm. Suspicious.
Oh, baseball bat. There's nothing out of the ordinary about it, so it doesn't tell me much. Alright. Used pocket tissues. With an ad on there. Wouldn't be much of a stretch to tie a bunch of Yakuza to loan sharking. Alright. That should cover that. What do I do now? Kaito? Hey, Tak. Know you're busy, but would you mind picking up a bento from a convenience store or something? Thinking if I feed the kid, it'll shut him up? It says, shut up him.
Huh?
Can't you handle that on your own? You want me to cruise around town with a kid? Come on, man. I've got an image to uphold. What, you afraid people think you kidnapped him? Or worse, that he's yours? You know how it is. Come strong for me, Tak. Really? Fine, I'll pick one up. Actually, Kaito-san might have heard about this Yakumaru Loans Company, especially if they got Yakuza ties. At least delivering the bento gives me an excuse to ask him. Deliver a bento to Kaito. Do I have a bento? That I can just take to him already? Yeah, I do. That should be fine. Kaito's so mad he forgot grammar.
Hey.
Doc.
Oh, Tak, what's up?
Nah.
What do you mean, what's up? Didn't you ask me to get you a bento? Oh, yeah, I did. Mind giving it to me? Thanks, man. I'll feed the kid. By the way, Kaito-san, you ever heard about Yakumaru Loans? Found this ad in some pocket tissues near where the attack happened. Yakumaru Loans. Can't say it rings any bells. Nothing, huh? Thought they might have been Yakuza related. Well, I'm just a civilian. Huh, a shady civilian. But if you don't know anything, I'm at a dead end. You say Yakumaru Loans, mister? I know that name.
Huh?
What? Really? My dad says they're bad Yakuza men, so don't go anywhere near them. Well, looks like I was right about the Yakuza ties. That's not good. If the Yakuza are hunting down the kid's dad, they've probably already got him. Yeah, the problem is figuring out where they're based. Well, I'll leave that part to you, Tak. I'll keep an eye on Yusuke. Yeah, looks like you're a better babysitter than I am. Hey, mister, let's play more catch.
Yeah.
Sure, let's do it. He can complain all he wants. I think he's enjoying this. They already have Yusuke's father. I better get a move on. Yakumaru Loans are just a bunch of sharks. I should head into similar waters. It's a big money lending company on Tenkaichi Street. Yep, it'll be this way. Catch. Poppy Calor. How's it going, Shy Shimizu? Don't you get smart at me. How about showing us some respect, huh? Respect? For swindling me out of my money? I respect you when you pay back what you owe. Wouldn't that be more fair? You think the Keihin gang's just gonna bend over backwards and pay you out the ass, huh? Again, with these Keihin gang lunatics, they just cause problems wherever they go, don't they? Let's step in. What are you doing here? You not only refuse to pay your debt, but you'd even assault your lender? Didn't know you punks could stoop so low. Yeah, you're fine. You're fine.
Must we?
Yes, Yagami, we must. That's just evil. You alright? Thanks to you, yeah. Take it you're familiar with those punks? You could say that. For one reason or another, they seem to have a grudge against me. For one reason or another. You see what he just did to that guy? Well, that doesn't sound very pleasant. See, I knew you could pay up. I'm taking back my money now. Hope you choke on it, you bastard. Now that that's settled, looks like we haven't introduced ourselves, have we?
This is Yagami.
Guess not. Takayuki Yagami. Work as a detective here in Kamurocho. A detective, you say? Interesting. I'm Kazufumi Hamaguchi, and I run turtle financing on the 3rd floor of this building. In other words, I'm a debt collector. And you were trying to collect from the Keihin gang of all people?
Oh.
Yeah, should have known they never planned on paying me back. This isn't the first time they attacked me either. Low-life bastards. Think they can do whatever the hell they want. Unforgivable. Comes to being a nuisance, they're right up there with the Yakuza. I should let you know, though, those goons weren't the only ones I lent money to. I actually ended up financing a couple of their leaders, too. Leaders, such as Kenta Kasai and Renji Honda. They owe me 800,000 yen each. Ooh, that's a lot. You lent money to them? Man, you really need to be more careful who you trust.
Yagami-san.
Your wallet cringed for him, right? Like, that is a lot. Yeah, no kidding. Say, Yagami-san, you're good at tracking people down, yes? Being that you're a detective and all?
Yep.
Well, that is one part of the job. From what I've seen, you can handle yourself in a scuffle to boot. Could you track down those 2 imbeciles for me and get my money back? Huh? You really want me to do it? Yeah, pay you for it, of course. Huh. I am always running into them one way or another. Alright, think I can accept your case. Great. You'd be doing me quite a favor. This is the Keihin gang we're talking about. Even when I ignore them, they butt into my life. Guess I'll just have to drag them over to Kawaguchi-san whenever I see their ugly mugs. Oh, would you look at the time? I'd better be getting back to the office. See ya. Ah, crap. Should have asked him about Yakamaru loans. Turtle financing, right? Maybe I can catch up to him. Alright. So... 3rd floor, I think he said. Yeah, there he is.
Hey.
Kamaguchi-san, a moment of your time? Yagami-san, what's going on? Does the name Yakumaru Loans ring any bells by chance? Hoping I can find an office they do business out of. You want to find Yakumaru Loans? Talk about bad news. So you do know them. Any idea where I can find them? You're on your own on that one. I don't really want to get involved. If they trace it back to us, we'd be in big trouble. I wouldn't let that happen. Fine. On one condition, though. What's that? Remember when I asked you to collect on a Keihin leader? I'll look into Yakumaru if you do that. Kind of in a hurry here. How about 50,000 for that info, then? That might convince me it's worth looking into them.
Huh?
Charging me? You're damn right. Information has value, you know. And this info concerns Yakumaru. If it concerns those guys, it has its risks. I need to be compensated, and 50K is a bargain.
I'm on it.
I'll give it some thought. Pay for the info or collect on the Keihin? We'll pay on the info.
Excuse me.
Nani?
Have you collected that cash from the Keihin gang boys yet? One way to do it is probably to track them down when they're in the area. Or would you rather pay 50K for it?
I'm on it.
I'll pay you. Just give me that info, quick as you can. Pleasure doing business. Give me a few. Got it. The Ushimata family's behind Yakumaru Loans. They're on East Taihei Boulevard. It's definitely a good thing I am loaded, yes. Don't go thanking me yet. Couldn't tell you where on that street the office is. That's okay. It's a start. I should be able to figure it out.
Yagami-san.
Be careful, Yagami-san. East Taihei Boulevard, huh? Guess I better head over. Alright. We have our next bit of information. I will say, thanks to everybody who's been hanging out here. That is very much appreciated. Let's do that. We're gonna take a cab. There we go. Now, where were we going? Oh, okay, over here. I appreciate that. You gotta get heading to work, but you'll be trying to lurk while you can. Okay. I appreciate you tuning in and hanging out. The Ushimata family office should be around here. Here's the tricky part. I don't know which one of these offices is theirs. My guy's pretty suspicious, and he matches the description Yusuke-kun gave me. Let's have a chat. What is he doing? Alright, just gotta do it.
Hey.
Excuse me, sir. Do you have a moment? You thug, give me back my Yusuke. Well, wait. Let's not jump to any conclusions. Not Yakuza. You're not? Thought you might have been the one who took him. You Yusuke-kun's father?
Yeah.
Yes, I'm Shintaro Okabayashi. I'm Yagami, private investigator. My associate prevented Yusuke-kun from getting kidnapped earlier. He did? And Yusuke is safe? That's a huge relief. Care to tell me what's going on though? Why are the Yakuza after you two? Debts. They've been on me for a while now. Debt. Can understand them hounding you for money. Why are they resorting to kidnapping your son over it? They're trying to intimidate me. They probably wanted to exchange Yusuke for my lottery ticket. A lotto ticket? Why? Because it's a winning ticket. I actually won. They know they need a pretty convincing argument to make me give it to those bloodhounds, though. How much did you win? 50 million.
Huh?
What? 50 mil? Only about $1 million in the hole, and they want a ticket worth 50. Of course I refused, but then they escalated the threats. They said they'd kill Yusuke if I didn't give it to them. Got worried when I couldn't find him at the house, so I came down here to, settle it. See, I understand now. But where is the lottery ticket now? Sorry, but there's no way I'm telling you that. Oh, understandable. Can I ask where Yusuke is then? Yusuke-kun is at a park nearby. I'll take you there. Yeah, he really was. He was ready to fight, but like, that's pretty admirable to be able to do that for your kid. So, points for that. Yusuke, where are you? Kaito-san, what happened? I had to take a piss, and while I was gone, Yusuke disappeared. What? You see anyone suspicious around? No, but I did hear a scream. Hope it wasn't the kid. Damn, he probably got kidnapped. No, Yusuke. Sorry, this is my fault. Oh no. Hello? Yusuke, are you alright? Kidnappers calling? Okay, alright. Just don't you lay a hand on Yusuke. What they say of Kabayashi-san? They told me to come to the alleyway in the Champion District with the lottery ticket. And to not contact the police. There's a hostage situation now. We better be careful with our next step. Maybe there's a way to outsmart them, but how? Yo, talk. Got an idea, I think. A Kaito special. Yeah? You're gonna have to get into character. What are you cooking up, Kaito-san? Is everything okay? Don't worry. If things go south, your son's safety will be my first priority. Hold on, Yusuke. We're coming. Yusuke, Dad. First things first, did you call the cops? No, I didn't. Good. Hand over the ticket, then. If you value your kid's life, no funny business.
Huh?
My dad says you Yakuza guys are bad. And you know what happens to bad guys? Captain Cop comes and beats them up. What's this little brat going on about? Hell if I know. Captain Cop, I knew you'd show up. Yes, everything's fucked. Calm down, Kaito-san. You'll win one of these days. Who the hell are you guys? Can't you see I gotta take a piss? Or are you into that kind of thing? Kaito's acting like he's drunk. We're in the middle of something here. You'll find a gutter to lie in, you drunk. The hell you say? You own this street or something? I don't think so. I just dropped 30K on lotto tickets, and they were all dust. I got every right to be mad. The hell are you going on about? You want to die that bad? Kinda impressed this half-baked plan of his worked. But I gotta wonder if he planned on fighting me this whole time. I think that answers the question. I think that answers the question. Just maybe.
Out of the way.
Knees. Ow? You take some more knees. That's fine. You do that. What the fuck? I knew he was the real Captain Cop. Yakuza suck. The hell are you guys? Nobody special, just... a passing crime fighter. Huh? Okay, it's not gonna let the Captain Cop thing go. Glad Yusuke's safe and all, but did the lottery ticket make it through that okay? Of course. Can you lend me the Captain Cop transformation stick for a second, Yusuke? Huh? Sure. That's where you had it? Knew they ransacked my house to find it, so I put it in the one thing that never leaves my son's hand. I don't think the Yakuza even considered the possibility that Yusuke-kun might have the ticket. Hey, mister. What, kid? When are you gonna do the transformation pose?
What?
Huh? That again? You're real. You beat up all the bad Yakuza. He's not gonna let you leave until you do it, Kaito-san.
Nah.
But... please, mister? Okay, just this once, okay? Nice. Captain Cop is real. He's the coolest. Think so, kid? I hope I grow up to be cool too, mister. Yeah, give it your best shot, kid. I'm pretty tough to beat. Then, I'm gonna fight bad Yakuza with you. Say what? Yeah, Kaito-san. Don't you have some streets to clean up? Come on, Yusuke. Don't grow up to be like me. Forget it. I'm not cool. You don't want to be like me. Huh? Why not? I want to fight together. Nah, I can't fight the Yakuza. For reasons. Why not? Aren't you Captain Cop? Yeah, as of today, I'm retiring. Huh? Why? That's, because... found a worthy successor. Yusuke, you were really brave today, you know that? You didn't even cry during all this scary stuff. You're gonna make a great crime fighter, Yusuke. A real hero of justice. Me? You mean it?
You got this, right?
Yeah, and I think you could do even better than me. So grow up strong, kid. Okay, I'll do my best. Looks like you got to be a real hero today, Kaito-san. Still nothing from Saori-san. What next? Where do we go next? Theater Square? Yep.
Oh, there you are! Know-it-all asshole!
You again. I thought you'd have given up by now.
After what you did to me in the Kaheen, not once, but twice, I'm never backing down!
Sorry, but you reap what you sow.
Huh? The hell are you talking about? Quit showing off with your fancy words and shit!
Seriously?
Sakakiba!
Kazai! I'm hungry!
This man is Kaito Sakakiba, one of the Kaheen 4!
Him? You let him in?
Hey, Kazai! You're buying me food if I take this guy down, yeah?
Hey, you better believe it! Steak, ramen, pizza, whatever you want, big guy!
I hope you're not lying. That mean I get dessert too?
Sure! Cake, pudding, anything!
Does curry count as dessert?
Literally
Jesus.
anything you want, as much of it as you want. Just beat his ass.
Come on, you can't just let him talk you into...
Food!
Alright. Nope, time to move. Go ahead. There he goes. Let's let him just kind of waste that there. Oh. Uh-oh. Moving. There we go.
Jeez, this guy's built like a ton of bricks.
You see that? There's no getting through his flabby exterior. Now go, Sakakiba. Smash this bitch. What are you spacing out for? Get him!
I'm hungry.
What?
It's dinner time.
But...
Looks like your buddy abandoned you.
Shit! Better luck next time, asshole!
Wait, that would be my line. Come on, man.
Now we can use some of those and heal up. Yeah, that's definitely like all kinds of unfortunate. Go this way.
Kuroiwa.
I've been waiting for you. Why don't we step inside for a little chat?
Another voluntary interrogation? Thought I told you to bring a warrant next time.
The hell was that?
Let's be civilized here, Yagami-san.
Fine. Office is pretty dirty, though. So, to what do I owe the honor?
There's a leak in the prosecutor's office. Pretty sure it's a woman. Got her hands on some pretty important case files. The ones about the vice director of the ADDC getting beaten to death in the street. You have any ideas?
Sorry, not a clue.
What kind of lowlife would sell police secrets? Shh. Scum. Right, Ayabe?
Totally. The worst.
Nobody takes us seriously around here.
That all you came to ask? I'm sure you guys are just as busy as I am. So, if you're finished, I'm gonna have to ask you to...
Right. Izumida wants to talk to you tomorrow. About Shintani's murder. You'll be there. In cuffs if need be.
So these guys are just Izumina's errand boys.
Why am I being treated like a suspect?
Sorry, that's classified. Just drop by the public prosecutor's office. If you're innocent, you'll have nothing to worry about.
You don't want to deal with getting arrested. Trust me. Better to handle this before it gets to that point. Think of it like that.
Thanks for the advice.
Besides, you and Izumina go way back.
But how am I going to defend myself if I don't know why he suspects me? Let me guess. I'll find out when I get there.
More or less. Who knows what angle Izumida will take.
Have it your way. I'll come in and clear the air and we'll be done with this.
I'll be in touch tomorrow.
Asshole's been dragging me everywhere. I can't do a damn thing on my own.
I can tell. Looks rough.
Hello, Yagami-san?
Hey, any luck?
Yes. I made friends with the girl who served Hoshki 6 months ago. We're gonna bounce and go to Tender in a few.
Perfect. Wait, did you just say bounce?
Waiting at Tender.
Sorry, son.
Took you long enough. This is Mika-san.
Hey, I'm Yagami. Mind if I join you?
Be my guest.
This is the man you served 6 months ago? You're certain?
Yeah, that's him.
We already discussed Hoshki and Shono. Mika-san was at their table, without a doubt.
That's Shono-san, right?
Yeah. What were they like?
I guess nothing stood out about them more than any other pair of businessman types. Hoshiki-san complained about his boss, while Shono-san just nodded and smiled.
What was Hoshiki saying?
He was going on and on about this Kido-san guy. Have you heard about that new dementia drug, 89?
Yeah. I'm kind of familiar.
Not surprised. They used to talk about it on TV a bunch. Anyway, apparently Kido-san's kind of a big shot guy on the 89 research team.
And Hoshiki and Shono were talking shit about him?
Yeah. Sounds like Kido-san was getting wined and dined by all sorts of people who wanted to profit off 89. From what I heard, not all those deals were above board.
Secret deals, huh? Is Kido-san working with the Yakuza?
Hoshki-san didn't give specifics, but he did say 89 could buy a lot of influence. And about the cut he'd be getting later. He seemed like a really shady guy, actually.
Interesting. Did you ever hear Hoshki mention a Kajihera?
Kajihera?
It's a big construction company based out of Kansai. Basically, Hoshki was working for this Kajihera, trying to shut down the ADDC.
Wait, I thought Hoshki-san was super important, like vice director or something.
He was. Kajihera's money was too much for him to refuse, though.
Either way, I don't remember hearing them talk about a Kajihera.
I gotta say, you remember a lot for a conversation that happened 6 months ago.
Can you blame me? The poor man got beaten to death right afterward. I replay this a lot.
Right. Sorry.
And at that point, I already knew about 89. See, my grandma has pretty bad Alzheimer's. So, I was hoping they'd release it to the public soon.
I'm sure that made the conversation stick out to you.
Yeah. When I heard Kido-san was just another slime ball, I don't know, kind of broke my heart.
Tragic. How was Shono acting that night at the club?
Well, he spent most of the night staring at my chest. Hoshiki-san kept going on about Kido-san all the same, though.
Maintain eye contact, Yagami-san.
Shono-san seemed more interested in being a creep than indulging him, though.
You don't think he was listening to Hoshiki-san then?
Nope. Didn't seem like it.
Disgruntled boss on one side, closet perv on the other.
But then, out of the blue, Hoshiki-san said this.
There's something fishy going on with 89, I just know it.
Did he have any idea what it was?
What did he say again? Something about fabrication or falsification?
Data fabrication? Falsifying the effects of the drug?
Yeah, that was it. He kept going on about how 89 was too good to be true. And how weird it is that it just came out of nowhere.
So he brought Shono to the club to try and figure out if 89 was real.
Right.
What did Shono say?
Just, there's nothing fishy about it.
But then Hoshiki-san yelled back,
I don't believe that for a second.
It was kind of awkward seeing how desperate he was.
Makes sense he'd be desperate, though.
Why?
He promised this guy Kajihera he'd shut down the ADDC. Thanks for this, Mika-chan. You must be exhausted.
That's all then?
Yeah, you helped us more than you know. Be safe on your way back.
Thank you.
What time's your shift start tomorrow, Saori-san?
Sorry. I'm not coming back tomorrow.
Huh?
It was a one-night thing. I got to see a side of myself I didn't know I had, though.
Man, this stinks. You're so pretty, Saori-san, and I was pumped to learn more from you.
I don't think I have much left to teach. I might be able to help you, though. As a friend.
You're a lawyer?
Let me know if you ever get into trouble.
Wow, I've never been friends with a lawyer before. This is, like, super cool. Thanks so much. Bye now.
That was amazing, Saori-san. You really pulled through for us.
It's fine.
Come on, I'll walk you back to the office. I want to review what we learned with Hoshino-kun and the others.
Sure.
All right. We'll take a cab.
それでは出発。
Welcome back. You're so beautiful, Saori-san.
Like a puppy.
You should dress like that all the time, Saori-kun.
Yeah, good luck finding clients.
I'm changing.
There's a good chance Hoshki's murder was premeditated, just like Chairman Kajihera suspected.
That's the conclusion you and Saori-kun reached?
Yeah. Hoshki thought something was up with 89, doubted the authenticity of the research, seemed convinced they had fabricated data. He was desperately searching for proof before he died.
But was there anything actually wrong with it?
I tried analyzing the paper myself to find out, but it's like it was written in a different language. I'm searching for someone more knowledgeable as we speak, but nobody seems to suspect any foul play, not even online.
Yet Hoshki was still searching for issues, and if he had managed to find one...
The ADDC would be long gone by now.
Then they murdered Hoshki to keep the secret safe?
Don't be ridiculous. Who would kill a man just to protect a research paper?
It might not be as unlikely as you think. The ADDC has been bringing in billions of government yen ever since they published that paper. With that much cash involved, bumping someone off wouldn't be out of the question.
The question is, who killed Hoshki?
Culprit made it so Hoshki wouldn't die immediately. He had to be pretty skilled.
A professional assassin, if I had to guess. The man in the black raincoat.
If he was an assassin, that would mean someone hired him.
Yeah. Someone who wanted to protect 89 and the ADDC.
But who?
Can't begin to imagine. But apparently Kido was out hyping up 89, raking in tons of dirty money in the process. Guy might even be involved with the Yakuza.
You're really suspicious of him, Yagami-san.
Well, if it looks like a rat.
Maybe Shintani got too close to the truth, and Kido offed him for it.
The thought has crossed my mind. Don't think we can say that for sure without looking more into Kido, though.
But judging from our last visit, that won't be as easy as you make it sound. He's practically a celebrity at this point.
Well, maybe if we can't get him to talk, the prosecutor's office can.
Huh? What do you mean?
I've got a meeting with Izumida tomorrow. They're calling me in.
Isn't that the prosecutor who was trying to get you arrested?
He can try all he wants. That's what this meeting's about.
No chance in hell he agrees to help us then.
All depends on how this little chat goes. If I can convince him I'm innocent, I'll clear my name and put the squeeze on Kido all in one fell swoop.
What are you planning, Yagami-san?
Then it probably is a rat. Yeah, clearly.
Yo, everything's really falling into place. Guess it's good we let Saori-san handle the cabaret, huh?
Hmm? How are you holding up over there, Kyo? Pretty decent at the moment. Thinking once I finish this chapter, I'll probably mess with Samurai Showdown some more. Not sure yet though. We rest up here.
Yo. Got a message for you from Kuroiwa. Says to drop by the Tokyo Public Prosecutor's office. Izumita's waiting for you.
Why'd you have to come here to tell me that? Would have been easier to talk on the phone.
I got a bad feeling about all this.
Huh?
Feels like I'm never gonna see you again if you get yourself locked up now.
Come on, don't be like that. Even if I do get arrested, I won't say a word about your little side job. That's what you're worried about, right?
Yep. I might have to send someone to bump you off in prison if you rat me out.
Like you could pull that off. Aren't you busy dusting off Kuroiwa's boots?
I'm laying low, that's all.
Speaking of, I have a question for you now that you're off your leash. Why do they think I killed Shintani? They have to have a reason, right? You've gotta know.
Well, funny enough, I don't. Kuroiwa won't share a shred of info with anyone but his closest partners. Not sure why.
Gotcha.
Now, get over to the prosecutor's office. Sorry, but you gotta cover your own cab fare.
Yeah, I know.
Like, I don't know how to feel about that. Yagami's sleeping soundly. He gets a call, and Ayabe's just in his office, sitting at his desk. That would definitely make me feel some kind of way.
I've been waiting for you, Yagami-san.
Rolling out the red carpet, huh?
Izumita was hoping you'd lower your guard if I was the first person you saw here.
The man never changes. He loves his mind games.
Yagami-kun, how did they convince you to come?
I heard your pal Izumita wants to chat. And depending on what I say, he may or may not try to arrest me.
I'm not sure it'll be quite like that.
Huh? Then what's it gonna be?
Well, you're about to get thrown to the wolves.
Hey, Mafuyu.
Good luck. Excuse me. I've brought Yagami-san.
Much appreciated.
Huh. Even the chief prosecutor's in on this.
Please come in.
So these are the wolves. A room full of prosecutors, huh?
Yagami-sensei, I believe Kuroiwa-san already told you this, but we want to talk to you about Shintani-sensei's murder. However, this is not a courtroom, and we're not strangers, or wolves. Just try to relax.
Yeah, relax, right. I'm not telling you what you want to hear, though. You want me to say I killed Shintani, right? Sorry, not happening. The burden of proof's on you, anyway. So why don't we start there? Why do you think I did it?
Yagami-sensei, where were you on the night of Shintani-sensei's murder?
Answer my question with another question? That's not very nice.
Do you have an alibi for that evening?
You heard of a company called KJ Art? The place is a front for some Kansai Yakuza, the Kyorei clan. On the night of the crime, I was near there with their captain, Shioya. He'll back my story up, I'm sure.
And care to explain why Shintani-sensei's corpse was found in your office?
I was hoping you could tell me. Maybe the real killer could answer that for you.
Naturally. That's why I called you here.
They had no intention of listening to what I had to say from the start.
Mind if I interject?
Go right ahead, Morita-san.
Yagami-san, you stole a look at Shintani-sensei's call history before the police arrived, yes? Not long before his death, he placed a call to the Advanced Drug Development Center. Knowing that, you barged into the center and interrogated both Kido-san and Shono-san. Why would you do such a thing?
I wanted to figure out what made Shintani a target. Who wanted him dead?
Is that not the police's job?
I couldn't leave it to them. Or the prosecution. After all, you guys have a bad habit of going after the wrong guy. Kinda like right now.
I see. So you mean to imply someone else killed Shintani-sensei? Do you have anything that could prove that claim?
That's the only reason I'm here.
Oh, how responsible of you.
The prosecution's proven unreliable, after all. I've been working my ass off because of you guys. Now, can we begin?
Yes. You have the floor, Yagami.
This is to my benefit, too. This way I can find out how the prosecution sees Shintani's case.
Before we get to Shintani's murder, there are a few things I need to cover. 1 year ago, the ADDC published a research paper on a new drug they were developing called 89. This drug has gained global recognition as the thing that may finally cure Alzheimer's disease. What hasn't gained recognition is the fact that someone from the ADDC was murdered 6 months ago.
An ADDC member murdered? Who?
The Vice Director, Toru Hoshki. Hoshki was seen arguing with a strange man in Kamurocho before being found lying beaten in the street. He died in a hospital 3 weeks later. The culprit is still at large. Did you know of this case?
It's the first I've heard of it.
Understandable. It didn't make many headlines. Incidentally, this Hoshki guy had a pretty big secret.
Uh-huh.
Turns out he was working for the Kajihera group, a massive construction company based out of Kansai. Kajihera was planning to redevelop the land the ADDC sits on. He'd already settled it with the Minister of Health, had the Kyorei clan muscle in on the turf too. But the plan fell apart when 89 was announced. Kajihera ended up taking a pretty big hit. To the tune of 100 billion yen.
What?
That's when Hoshiki came in, swearing to Kajihera that he'd scuttle 89, no matter what it took. Just before he was beaten half to death, Hoshiki went out with another member of the ADDC. Someone deeply involved in the development of 89. Someone he thought he could manipulate.
Who was the ADDC employee that Hoshki met with before he got killed?
I'm sure you recognize this man, Izumida-san. 3 years ago, he testified about the murder that had taken place at the ADDC. He claimed he had seen the victim, a patient by the name of Waku, still alive.
I remember him. You're referring to Dr. Shono?
Mm-hmm. He's also the head of the 89 research team. Hoshki was grilling Shono, convinced that there was something fishy going on with 89.
Like what?
He thought they'd fabricated data and falsified the effects of the drug. After all, it wasn't until rumors of closing the ADDC started swirling that Director Kido suddenly announced 89. Hoshiki was convinced it was all too convenient to be coincidence. But that doubt didn't sit well with those who stood to rake in massive profits off 89's development.
Are you implying Hoshiki's murder was premeditated?
Sounds like we're finally on the same page, Izumida-san. I had the exact same thought. Taking all this into account, doesn't it seem like there really is something fishy about 89?
That should do it for the explanation of 89. Now to bring this full circle.
But let's get back to Shintani. Just before he was murdered, he called the ADDC and tried to get in touch with a very specific someone. Maybe that phone call provoked whoever is trying to hide the truth about 89. Shintani was an obstacle, just like Hoshiki. He had to be removed. What I'm saying is, there's a chance anyone who gets too close to learning the true nature of 89 is being murdered. And if you haven't investigated down that path, then one thing's pretty clear. You have a lot more work to do before you can arrest me, wouldn't you say? Answer me, Izumida! If you still want to bring me in, let's see some proof. All these prosecutors, and nobody's got any proof.
That's quite a theory, Yagami-san. Truly fascinating. There were details in there even we weren't aware of. You've clearly done your homework.
I'd be glad to hand over my findings if it'll help. After all, 89's practically a household name at this point. Lifting the lid on him might be too much for me to handle all on my own. And besides, I think I'd rather work with you than Izumida here.
You need to lose the attitude, Yagami.
Sorry, I need to take this. Yes, hello? Is that so? Yes, you've done excellent work. Thank you. Just so you're aware, the prosecution has made a coordinated effort with law enforcement. We've already submitted a request for the court to issue a warrant. I'm sorry for the call, but that was the verification of our request, you see.
You're still gonna arrest me after all this, huh?
Fortunately, you're not the one under arrest.
What?
I wouldn't celebrate. We're not done with you just yet. It's in the interest of closing the case.
Listen here, Yagami. You know who Shintani's killer was? It's your old friend, Ayabe.
What?
Striations on the recovered bullet are a perfect match to his firearm. There's no doubt. He's the one. Like it or not, he's going down.
All right. That covers Judgment Chapter 7. And the cliffhanger strikes again. Yep. Plot moves forward, and we once again leave off on a cliffhanger. Well, pretty good stretch, though. Things are still progressing. That said, as per usual, we'll pick up on this tomorrow. We'll get started on chapter 8. And, yeah, we'll go from there. If I decide to do Samurai Showdown today at all, notice will go out as per usual. So that'll be the thing. In the meantime, let's take a look and see who we could possibly send you all over to. Who's doing what right now? Looks like looks like Vicky is doing Strive, but she's currently set to be right back. Uh, hmm. I don't know. We could probably raid Vicky still. No. She just came back. So, no, we can raid Vicky. So yeah, gonna set up this raid and yeah, yeah, be back either later tonight or tomorrow, depending on what we do. Thanks to everybody who watched, and yeah, hopefully everybody has a good day. We're gonna set up this raid for Vicky. And we're out.